So what kind of changes have you seen in those 59 years in Mulbarton? Has it changed much?
Quite a lot. Far too many changes in every way you can ever think of.
What kind of things? In housing?
Yeah, more and more houses. When we were kids, the population was about 500. That's now 3,500. The speed of things nowadays, there used to be a few horse and carts and that sort of thing, but now that's cars and lorries and all that.
So you've got lots of new roads as well that have come with the houses, I suppose.
Yeah, there's all various estates what have been built in the last 30 odd years. Even along this road here, there just used to be two houses right up to the main road, but now there's 3 different estates.
And what about all the shops that were or weren't there and the kind of shopping there is now? Has that changed much?
Yeah, we used to have about 9 or 10 different shops, all different things, garage and all that. Now we got one shop and post office combined. And that's in about the last 10 years that's gone, really, so the rest are all finished.
And where's the kind of community meeting point in Mulbarton? Has that changed over the years?
Yeah, we had a new village hall which come in about 10 years ago, including social club and all the organisations use it, and we got the World's End pub. We used to have 2, but there's only 1 now.
So you haven't really lost the massive social side of Mulbarton, I suppose, by the sound of things.
Well, that ain't the same as it used to be, but that is still there. You get various groups now, whereas at one time everyone was just in, one lot.
And what about the people that have come to Mulbarton then? What sort of people are they? Are they Norfolk people or are they local people that have brought family in? How has it changed?
Well, so there are some local people whose families are grown up and still live here, but most of them are what you could call sort of outsiders. They come from we got them come from everywhere.
And how does that work in the village? Do you think everybody mixes in together?
If they come in and join an organisation, then they become sort of part of it. But a lot of people you don't see from one week to the next because they just come home from work at night and go to work in the morning.
So what about when you're thinking back to your childhood days? What sort of things did you used to do as a young boy around Mulbarton? Was it a kind of a country existence?
Yeah. I mean, during the summer, we used to have double summertime in them days. We'd be out on the common playing football or something till nearly 10 o'clock at night. Or we always used to go round the harvest fields and all that sort of thing when they were harvesting. Or up in the woods where my father used to be doing the cutting and that.
And what was your dad's job at that time?
He used to go round doing all the cutting in the woods, making hurdles and brooches and pea sticks, all that sort of thing.
And did you ever help him?
I was never that keen on doing that. Like the look of a hook too much.
Yeah, I should imagine it's quite hard work as well.
That was, yeah. I mean, they'd go out in the morning and you wouldn't see them till about 6, 7 at night when they come home again. They'd take some tea, a flask of tea and some sandwiches and that, and they'd be out all day long.
So would the local children play together a lot then? Would you sort of hang out as a gang almost?
Yeah, everyone used to just muck in together because there was only that many people about. And everyone knew who everyone was, where they lived, what they'd done and all that sort of thing. You used to be able to leave your house undone for a month and no one had ever walked through the door. But you can't really say that nowadays.
And would people go out of Mulbarton often? I mean, where would you go as the nearest place?
Well, people go to Wyndham or Norwich. Sometimes we used to walk down to Swainsthorpe and catch a train into Norwich for something different. But a lot of people used to walk to Norwich. Used to get right up to where the Maid Marian is before you see any houses from Harford Bridges, but now that's like Mulbarton. That's all estates up all along there now.
So when you got to Norwich as a child, what would you do when you were there? Why would you go to Norwich?
You'd only go there for something, like a day out or something. You'd go and have a wander around and that sort of thing. But that was a good bus service. That was cheap. It was only a few pence to go to Norwich and back again. Or you could go to Wyndham, which was, that's about the same distance the other way.
And you're talking about the trains and everything there, and people had, it would seem, a few more choices then to travel from Mulbarton to elsewhere. They could go by bus or by train or by car. Do you think the choice is there now?
Well, the choice is there. They got plenty of buses and that, but people only want to go when they want to go and come home when they want to come home. They can't wait 5 minutes nowadays. If a bus is late, all they do is shout and bawl all the while. You know, it never used to be like that. Most people in Mulbarton didn't have a car. Where we lived behind the old Tradesman's Arms pub, the middle of the road had got weeds grown in it, and that was since the war. So it's only 50 years ago.
So how do you get about now? What's your main way of transport?
2 feet or a push bike, yeah.
And how far would you cycle on your bike now? Has that changed much?
Well, you can go anywhere on a bike, but I prefer walking because you can do footpaths and, you know, you don't have to go along the road and all that and risk getting knocked over the hedge and all that, because that's the way the people are nowadays.
What do you think about the congestion then that we've got on the road? You're quite close to the A140 here, which is a big road, isn't it, taking people out of the county. What do you think about the increasing traffic?
That's far too much on it. There's far too much cars on the road and all that sort of thing. That ain't really necessary for people to go every 2 minutes to get in the car and go down the shop and back when they could walk. And that's only just, you know, people just drive around the village for the sake of driving, I suppose.
And what do you think the solution to the problems might be in the future?
Give them all a puncture. No. Unless people are prepared to go on a bus or walk, you'll never get round it, because that's so easy to walk out the door, get in the car, drive where they're going and come back and park the car right outside the door till they want it again.